Yes.
Hello, Internet. It's been a minute since I streamed. I think we streamed last week together, though, right, Tim? We were working on a feature for cluster, I think.
Workflows, that's right.
So we thought we would do something a little bit different today. Tim's been wanting to try Livestore, and we didn't really have anything like super interesting that we wanted to build. So we decided to just come up with some random app that we could build to both like use Effect and also allow us to try out Livestore. So I think that the decision is a local first meal planning app, right, Tim?
Yes.
So we'll see how this goes. We don't really know like the APIs of Livestore very well yet, so we'll be like investigating along with you folks. But yeah, so we'll sort of see like how this goes.
In the weeds of adding dependencies.
Sounds like a good time.
So I copy a bunch of stuff from a previous project. React. Beautiful. Types. No, we don't need. Guess it's generated, probably need producer technology. Okay. What else we here?
So I guess what stack are you using for the app?
I'm just going to do a Vite app with the 10 stack router. And to do that, I just need to quickly
Effect meals.
Effect meals, yeah. Start website.
Let's see if
meals.
We can come up with a little bit of a more interesting name. Let me see.
That's what Claude is for.
That is what AI is for. That's right. Come up with funny / interesting name for my meal planner. Where you know,
That's fun. I guess we get rid of this.
I don't know why, but I really like ChEffect.
ChEffect.
And then there's also
ChEffect.
And then there's also fork and effect.
I think ChEffect is pretty good.
Yeah, ChEffect is pretty good.
ChEffect.
That's really good.
Cool. We just run pm allow commit allow VM Windows update npm one here. The favorite part of development is setting up all your packages.
I know that it's your favorite thing to do.
No, it's not. Okay, great. Let's just see if we can get this basic app running. And so we'll make directory source, and then envim source, and then copy some stuff over. Routes folder we'll need.
Welcome, user in. How's it going?
Some CSS. Then sure, we can copy over the route tree. Service worker. Beat environment. Let's see what we've got ourselves into. Create service workers. Sure. Route tree. I think this is automatically generated, so we can leave that. Then we don't have app.tsx. Paste. And we'll need the router. Great, sure. Yeah, we'll see with it.
Glad you found us as well, user in. We are working on a little local first toy application that Tim wanted to build called we've affectionately named it ChEffect, which it's going to be a meal planning app. But we wanted to try out Livestore, and we wanted to build something a little more interesting. So, Sebastian, this is not the Effect Chronicles.
Yeah, it's not. We just hit the log, pretty log, I see. So this is just setting up. We're going to be using effect directs, of course.
Yeah. Of course.
And you can like add global layers, so you can set like a global config provider and pretty low.
Tim, when you're creating an RX runtime, I thought at the end of the day, all these layers got merged together anyways in an RX, like the RX runtime. I thought they all got like merged together at the end. So what is the utility of like the global layer thing?
No, they don't get merged together. So each runtime is its own separate little thing.
Okay.
And then global layers will get added for you to each runtime.
But the memo map that backs it, does that get shared between all the runtimes, or is it a separate memo map?
Yes, the memo map does that.
Okay.
But a memo map doesn't merge things together. It just
Right, it's just there for the memoization piece for construction.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right, let's see if we have. Let's just go to routes index. Get rid of that. What's in root? Create a route. Yeah. Oh, let's just keep that. And get rid of all this junk.
Sebastian, time zones suck. Good night. Indeed, they do. User, I was working on building an effect platform file system abstraction on top of OpFS for the browser level file system, which has been pretty fun. You should ping Johannes on Twitter because I think he's done something like that for. I think he did something like that for. It was either like for Livestore or for Overtone, which is the music player app he's building. I could be like totally mistaken, but you should ping him and see.
Let me just update everything list.
I think we're missing an icon.svg, Tim. This is terrible.
Oh yeah. Can we get AI to generate us an icon?
Oh, good question. Let me find out. What's a good image generation model? Does OpenAI have a good one? Let's find out. Create an a SVG favicon for a web application called ChEffect. A play on words between chef and effect. Effect being the type straight framework. Let's see what it comes up with. Is he active on the Discord server as well? Yeah, he's active on Discord. You could also ping him on Twitter, see if he responds there, or X.
We have Hello World.
Excellent. I'm working on our favicon.
Nice.
Wow, I really hate the favicon it generated, but let's see if I can get it to make this look more chef and more effect? Question mark.
ChEffect. Yeah. Let me get rid of that background color.
But that green is such a wonderful shade of green.
What should our primary color be? Color scheme generator. Cookies. Let's go.
Let's see if Gemini does better. Because
salmon pink. Right. I quite like this color.
it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. Copy string. It can be the primary.
I think Gemini is doing a pretty good job here. I gotta work on this a little bit, but we're getting somewhere here.
Where's that green? Inspect. Chart one. Computed background color. HTML body background color. Yeah, later. That looks more like a hello world, white and black. I feel like this might be a good thing for V0 to generate.
Sounds
I've never
good.
used V0. Here it is. I am building a local meal planner app called ChEffect. Design me a home screen. When you open the app, it'll have a list of recipes, I think, with which will have a list of recipes that you have saved. You, yeah, will be sections for grocery list. Settings. Let's take a look at my current meal plan again. Let's see how we go. So I want to use Livestore. Let's get it installed. Add the following code to your Vite config. I don't really need server sync right now. Schemas, Livestore worker, that's all provided. Queries. They were just add up to just add the DevTools plugin for now. My keyboard just ran out of battery.
Oh no. I literally cannot get this thing to generate the favicon that I want. I'm sorry. You got close. Been ignoring Twitch chat. I don't know if there's any chats. No, okay. Yeah, sorry, I cannot get this thing to do what I want.
Oh well.
Oh well, we tried. I'm not a good prompt engineer.
I guess we'd better see how V0 is going.
Actually, it looks pretty decent.
Yeah. Kind of want to go mobile first then. How do you open YouTube?
It looks pretty good on mobile.
It's not bad. And you decide this with usage is the primary target. Kind of want to move the navigation to the bottom there.
On mobile, like have the tabs at the bottom, you mean?
Yeah. Forward for 5 seconds.
Sometimes I think for 5 seconds.
Livestore Schema. Recipes. Yeah, it's better. And then I get the code. Copy.
Is that code using Tailwind 4?
Yeah. Layer-based utility. Definitely it's already layers, so yeah.
I mean, I think they changed like the way that they do their like API and stuff.
Yeah, they have like this new themey thing.
No.
Root dark. Can I tell it to use Tailwind Grid as well?
You can tell it whatever you want.
Use Tailwind B4 or style. Ugh, just for I copied.
I guess it's using the default theme.
You want to budget those rise, I guess. Sister. Index. Root. Of course, using Next.js. Tool. Shared seed, edge, button, input, card, edge.
Oh man, front end.
Yeah. Front
So much
end.
work. So much work just to be able to run your app logic.
Vim add blue side. Right. en initializatie worden. Border. Okay.
Mike was saying that Claude Code is actually pretty good with TanStack if you give it access to the Playwright MCP server. That could be something we test as well.
Yeah. What color would you like to use?
This is a very critical decision.
Very.
I think it's because we're, yeah. Hey,
Creamy garlic pasta.
creamy garlic pasta. Look at that. So creamy.
Or is it just glitching?
Good question. Is it just constantly updating? This is where we should have like React Scan or something installed.
Oh, the search actually looks. It wasn't expecting that. Okay. This actually looks pretty decent. Okay. That's actually a pretty good icon. We should use it.
Yeah, I like that one. The one I was coming up with Gemini looked something like that, and I was trying to get it to put the effect logo in the middle, and I literally just could not get it to do it.
I guess if we update our Livestore schema.
Yeah, and Livestore is pretty cool for like the DevTools aspect as well. So if you like open your browser DevTools, because I've used Livestore a little bit. If you open the browser DevTools, there should be something in the console. If you like refresh the page and make sure it's logging everything. Do you have any logs?
Well, I'm not actually using it for anything right now.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind. Because when Livestore initializes, you should be able to see the DevTools, like regardless of if you're using it, because it'll migrate like the little SQLite database that it maintains.
Mm-hmm.
So you should see something in the console if Livestore started properly.
I guess we just need to use it for something first. Otherwise, it's not the window. Create the worker.
Yeah, so if we don't have the worker, that's the
work. Workers keys. And then we need to add the provide. Yeah, I guess. Livestore. So of your schema. What does it get? Store IDs. I don't remember making this well.
I don't know if store IDs. I don't know if it's required, but
Livestore provider. Batch updates with it. And store ID is large. Don't really need to add something to gate contact with it. Inspected image queried.
the word wasn't magic enough. Yeah, these are the Livestore logs. So if you click that URL, it'll open the dev tools in a separate tab. And it's actually pretty cool. Like you can see the full like database and everything.
Nice.
A lot of it migrates properly. A sponsor only benefit. Sign to GitHub. Interesting. Don't remember that.
It's got like $1. I don't become a sponsor. Get the digitals.
You can try refreshing. You can. That's unfortunate because the dev tools are really nice.
Anyway, if we get, I guess we're going to use placeholder images for now. Events. Recipes. The title. quick term. Rating. This will be, could be a double number. Float. I can see integer. But we need decimals.
I think it's real in a SQLite.
Okay. Servings, sure. I don't care about difficulty. Writing. Already got that. Tags. Does it have
Yeah, support for
arrays?
JSON.
JSON?
Yeah, either that or a blob.
Schema. And it is schema via version of schema or?
I think that they re-export it if you wanted to use it. Yeah.
Schema dot array of schema dot string. We kind of want to filter by tags at some point, so I'll probably have to change that. So we can do a quick search or filter by tag easy.
Yeah.
I guess we did enough. If we create tags. What would it be? Recipe tags. Recipe ID. The concept of foreign keys. Can it?
I don't think so. Although I'm not really sure.
Tag. Events. Well, I guess I'll be just get rid of to do the recipe to recipe and get rid of the events if that makes sense. And this will need to be like a partial or the partial recipe, I guess. You can come back to it. Created. We need these fields. Schema optional. I guess I kind of want to allow empty strings there, but just turn that into no. Schema.array of schema.
We still need a tags field if we're doing a relation on the.
Yeah, I guess we could map it over here.
Yeah.
Deleted it. Date time. You see number. Title, time, rating, ratings, tags. The unset return promise. Maybe.
Yeah, these are all synchronous.
Does it execute it? Can I just put the tags one in here too?
I think there's a way to pass multiple, but I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, maybe no. We'll just ignore tags. Title. To them. Rating. Okay. Still getting the magic word here. Feel like you have to add an option in here to, so it doesn't try to compile the WASM.
Yeah, there's like an external thing, right?
Yeah. Receipts, I feel like. I did this. Optimized. Exclude. And the package name would be this one.
Let me reorient the screen.
Let me just get rid of this. Get rid of that. So we've got a schema. Rough schema. And I guess we're going to need to seed it somehow. Livestore docs. Seed. Data
If I
modeling.
chain.
We just need to do a few inserts to get our data in there. Okay, started. Let's say it's also building. So how do I send some events? Events in your app. Store.commit. Right, there we go. How do they recommend you create IDs? They don't.
So the Livestore package does export something for IDs. I forget which package. I think it's forget the name, but like what they export. You can if you look at the stuff available in Livestore, you should be able to see.
Yeah.
Like from the imports.
And everything you get stored by with some kind of React hook.
Well, the commits are literally synchronous. So
Use store is here.
there is a use store for like using the store, but the commits to the store are synchronous.
Store.commit events. The recipe created. We'll call it recipe recipes. Okay, so next one.
You have to destructure the object, I think.
Oh, it's weird. So, sure.
I think we should try the
Yeah, that's expected. Well, I expected that there will be a unique constraint. Yeah. Okay, now that we have data, we need to query all of the recipes in the store, so we need queries.
Yeah, there's hooks for this from the React package, I think.
You do what all this is. Schema materializings.
So the
to do write the guide.
write the guide.
Query.
You can do it this way, but there's a way to create like a live query.
Okay.
I think it's query DB and then use query. I think it's actually right there. Scroll up a bit. Yeah, so these $ suffixed ones are live query things. And then I think you can use query to use that query.
All recipes, still done. Query DB.
Yeah, that's the one.
Recipes. And then you need a schema.
Yeah, you can
schema.
You can write these queries with
array,
the table selectors. Yeah, you can even write these queries with like the tables query builders, but it's a little bit less flexible in my experience than just using SQL.
I guess I have to use the version of schema. I have a feeling they're not using peer dependencies.
You installed the peer dependencies package with Livestore, so Johannes made the decision to publish a peer dependencies package that brings in everything that you need. But if you uninstall it, you can use like your own version of Effect. But I don't know. I was saying like Schema, but he does re-export it, so you can just use their version of Schema for now.
Yeah. Schema from Livestore. And that is not there. So I'm going to use it.
What other properties are available? Is it row schema maybe?
There's an insert schema. Okay. Let's try that. And then in here, you would use query.
Yeah.
Oh, where's his? What does that give us? This. Let's get rid of that now. Need to move the stuff out eventually, but right here, search input. Search bar, next. And we just pull this out. That is the search input here. Function search input. So and search query X.
Really non-RX initiated in the audience. Maybe you can talk about RX a little bit as we're going through this.
Yeah, so I'm just creating a handle for an RX is kind of like a state container. So here I'm just creating a state container for the search query so we can use it in other places. And then you can use an RX with one of the hooks. And now we've got kind of like a use state, but we can then share it around. And you can treat it kind of like global context. So now somewhere else in our app, we can now use the search query just by referencing this guy. And then we can do things like debounce search query RX by doing RX on debounce. And other things like that. But now that we've pulled out the search query component, we can put it back in a, oh, here it is. Put it back like that. Recipes.map. For now, let's keep it as placeholder. Difficulty. Get rid of difficulty. Cook time, servings, rating. So these might be null, but who cares enough? And we don't have tags at the moment. I guess we can pull this out somewhere. Function, no results. Return what we had. And this is kind of like an example of how we can use the search query in other places. Here we just need the value. So now we are serving recipes from Livestore. This.
Cool.
How long have we going for? An hour?
An hour and 15. We can maybe figure out where we want to wrap up for the evening because I need to go anyways and help my wife soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is fun. I think that, what do we think, like, next features would be interesting to implement? Like, I think maybe offline we can talk to Johannes about the dev tools, just making sure we can get those set up because they are really cool. And then maybe we can also set up like Wrangler and do some like mock syncing to like a fake Cloudflare backend.
Yeah.
Next time.
I guess we need to work on the form.
Yep.
Which is really exciting. Wolves. I hate forms and frontend. But we need a form so we can add recipes.
Maybe we can
Maybe
test
work
out
images.
Maybe we can test out Jeremy's library.
Yeah, maybe. And then we also need like a detail view. So if you click on a recipe, it shows you the entire recipe.
Yep.
And we'll need to add like ingredients and directions and that kind of stuff.
Cool. This is a good start, though.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Sorry for the little hiccup that we had with the stream dropping. Not sure what that was about. But we'll see you all next time. And hopefully this was somewhat interesting for you all. And yeah, have a good evening, everybody. Or day, or morning.